2024. I'm going to call the roll. Dr. Cross? Here. Mr. Stubbs?
Here.
Mr. Potter? Here. All are present, in addition to which, in the room is Police Chief Shane Birch and Zoning Inspector Shauna Close. We have no visitors in the room.
And Jeremy.
And Jeremy, I'm sorry, Road Superintendent Jeremy Holbrook. Okay, first mistake of the night. We have no visitors in the room. We have no visitors online, so we'll skip visitor comments. We're going to start out with the election of the Board of Trustees officers for 2024. Could I have a nomination for board president, please?
To nominate Dr. Cross as long as he's willing.
Second. As long as you don't mind my mistakes.
You're fine.
Are there any other nominations for president? Hearing none, could I have a motion to close the nominations?
Motion. Yep. Close nomination.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor of closing the nominations?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we will now vote on the Dr. Cross as president. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Dr. Cross is elected as president. We will now take nominations for the vice president.
I nominate Jake Stubbs.
I'll second that. You don't get a choice.
Are there any other nominations for vice president? Can I have a motion to close the nominations?
Close the nominations.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, very good. And we will now take a vote for Mr. Stubbs as vice president. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, you are elected, Mr. Stubbs, as vice chair. Okay, now our next thing is to appoint trustee positions for 2024. I've given you all of the positions that were done in 2023. Does anyone want to make any changes for 2024?
No.
Could I have a motion to approve all of those appointments? I'll go ahead and read them. Police Commissioner, Mr. Stubbs. Road Commissioner, Mr. Potter. Zoning Commissioner, Dr. Cross. Parks Oversight Committee, Mr. Potter. Fire EMS Oversight Committee, Dr. Cross. Senior Oversight Committee, Dr. Cross. Pool Oversight Committee, Mr. Potter. Germantown Union Cemetery Board, Mr. Stubbs. Western Regional Council of Governments, Mr. Stubbs. I have a motion to approve those appointments.
Make a motion to approve the 2024 trustee appointments.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion is passed. The next motion will be to appoint the 2024 Health Insurance Coordinator. In 2023, it was Shauna Close. I assume you do not want to change that. I have a motion to approve her.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
Jeremy should do it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, our next motion will be to appoint our 2024 purchasing agents. Last year's agents for the Road and Service Department, Mr. Holbrook, for the Police Department, Chief Birch and Ms. Close, and Zoning Department, Ms. Close, and Trash District, Ms. Close. Could I have a motion to approve all of those?
Motion to appoint the 2024 purchasing agents.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. The next motion will be to approve our 2024 regular meeting schedule. If we keep what we have now, it'll be on the second Monday at 7 o'clock, except when the meeting date falls on a holiday, then the day following that holiday. And for 2024, both Columbus Day in October and Veterans Day in November fall on the second Monday. So those 2 months, our regular meeting would be delayed until Tuesday. And our work sessions and special meetings are announced as needed. We want to make any changes for 2024. If not, could I have a motion to approve the meeting schedule?
Make that motion to approve the meeting schedule for 2024.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Before we start in on the resolutions, I do want to make note that I did send you revised budgets for this year. for both the general fund as well as the trash fund and the police fund. And all of those relate to what you're going to approve in just a couple of minutes. Ms. Close's 2024 salary. But our first resolution deals with the salaries of all the other employees of the township. I'm sorry. Our first resolution deals with our trustee and fiscal officer salaries at 100% of the amount allowable under Ohio Revised Code. Would someone like to introduce that resolution?
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-01, a resolution to establish the 2024 salaries for the German Township trustees and the fiscal officer at 100% of the annualized amount allowable under the Ohio Revised Code.
Second.
Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-01 is adopted. Our next resolution is 2024-02, and this is the one that deals with the salaries of all employees except for Ms. Close. And that would be those in the police department and the road and service department. And that would be an increase of 4% starting on January 1st.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-02, a resolution to increase the salaries of police department personnel excluding Shauna Close and road and service department personnel by 4% effective January 1, 2024.
Second.
Any discussion? If not, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-02 number 2 is adopted. Resolution 2024-03 does deal with Ms. Close's salary as police clerk, as trash clerk, and as zoning inspector. And we're increasing her salary to $22 per hour effective January 1st.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-03, a resolution to increase the salary of Shauna Close in her capacities as police clerk, trash clerk, and zoning inspector to $22 per hour effective January 1, 2024.
Second.
I'll give it to Mr. Potter.
Yeah.
Any discussion? Now I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-03 is adopted. And I've already mentioned, I've given you the revised budgets for the police, general, and trash to reflect the new pay rate for Ms. Close. So resolution 2024-04 authorizes me to establish the 2024 revenue budget, which totals $2,971,382.58. And that budget will be submitted on to the Montgomery County Auditor.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-04, a resolution authorizing the fiscal officer to establish the attached 2024 revenue budget totaling $2,971,382.58. Such budget should be submitted to the Montgomery County Auditor.
Second.
Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Resolution 2024-04 is adopted. Resolution 2024-05 is allowing me to establish the permanent appropriations for 2024, totaling $3,124,926.26.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-05, a resolution authorizing the fiscal officer to establish the attached 2024 permanent appropriations totaling $3,124,926.26. Such appropriations not to exceed the amounts of the 2024 official certificate of estimated resources issued by the Montgomery County Auditor.
Second.
Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-05 is adopted. Resolution 2024-06 will continue the existing health benefits for 2024 for all full-time employees who work at least 30 hours a week.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-06, a resolution to continue existing health benefits in 2024 for all full-time employees who work at least 30 hours per week, including medical, dental, and vision insurance.
Could I have a second, please?
Second.
Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-06 is adopted. Resolution 2024-07 continues the miscellaneous payments for 2024, which include $1 a year for a reserve police officer honorarium for officers Shoke and Gabir, and $15 per meeting for the expense reimbursement for the attendance by regular and alternate members and zoning commission and board of zoning appeals meetings.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-07, a resolution to continue the following miscellaneous payments for 2024. $1 per year reserve police officer honorarium for officers Miad Shoka and Adam Kabir, $15 per meeting expense reimbursement for attendance by regular and alternate members at the zoning commission and board of zoning appeals meetings.
Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution 2024-07 is adopted. Resolution 2024-08 deals with the allocation of trustee and fiscal officer salaries to the various funds to reflect the amount of time each elected official spends on behalf of those funds. And since we did not change any of the responsibilities for this year, the allocation will be the same for each trustee. So as you're reading this resolution, you can insert the names.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-08, a resolution to allocate 2024 trustee and fiscal officer salaries to various funds to reflect the amount of time each selected official spends on behalf of those funds. So trustee
It's you.
Ross, okay, 100% general fund. Trustee
That would be Potter.
Potter, 50% general fund, 50% gasoline tax fund. Trustee Stubbs, 40% general fund, 50% police district fund, 10% garbage and waste disposal district fund. Fiscal officer Houston, 40% general fund, 25% gasoline tax fund, 25% police district fund, 10% garbage and waste disposal district fund.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-08 is adopted. Our next resolution is 2024-09, and that will continue the direct deposit for employee salaries as well as authorizing the 2024 payment of payroll withholdings and other payments by electronic transfer.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-09, a resolution to continue 2024 direct deposit for employees and to authorize 2024 payment of payroll withholdings and other vendor payments by electronic transfer, including use of the First National Bank of Germantown online bill payment system.
Second.
Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I'll call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-09 is adopted. Our last resolution is 2024-10, and that allocates our monthly interest to the Sunsbury Cemetery Perpetual Care Fund and the Fouts Trust Fund. Both of those funds are allowed to receive interest by the state of Ohio, but it's not required. So we should approve the fact that they're going to get interest in 2024.
I'd like to introduce resolution 2024-10, a resolution to allocate 2024 monthly interest to the Sunsbury Cemetery Perpetual Care Fund and the Fouts Trust Fund as allowed by the state of Ohio based on each fund's pro rata month-end balance.
Second.
Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, I will call the roll. Dr. Cross?
Yes.
Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Potter?
Yes.
Resolution 2024-10 is adopted. We now have one more motion to approve, and that is to make the 15th and the last day of the month, or if either falls on a weekend or holiday, the last normal business day prior to that, that's payday for the employees of German Township in 2024.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the 15th and last day of the month, or if either fall on a weekend or holiday, the last normal business day prior as payday for employees of German Township during 2024.
Second.
Any discussion of the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. That concludes my part of the meeting. I would like to turn the meeting over to our 2024 trustee president, Dr. Cross.
Thank you, Mr. Easton. Remaining business, Mr. Potter may wish to discuss the channel maintenance system $60,000 proposal for remediation of Twin Creek North and South Banks east of the Astoria Road Bridge. Germantown Council's 1/2/24 agenda includes a proposed resolution to approve the channel contract with the understanding that the township will pay half the cost. I recommend that we delay acting on the issue until our 1/8 regular meeting, since it technically isn't a 2024 organizational issue. I think we should wait till Monday. It's only 5 days away. That way we can have hopefully the representative from Channel Maintenance Systems here. That way also the residents can ask questions and we can ask questions. So.
Yep.
So I
Sounds
think
good.
that way to go.
Not a problem.
So since we have no other business to discuss, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Any discussion? I doubt it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned at 7:16, a new record.